What is cryptocurrency and how it works? Cryptocurrency, often shortened to crypto, is a digital or virtual currency designed to work as a medium of exchange. Unlike traditional currencies, like the US dollar or euro, issued by central banks and governments, cryptocurrencies are decentralized. This means they are not subject to government or financial institution control. What is cryptocurrency? At its core, cryptocurrency is digital or virtual. It exists purely in digital form and has no physical representation, like coins or paper money. Secured by cryptography, it uses advanced encryption techniques to secure transactions and control the creation of new units. This makes it extremely difficult to counterfeit or double spend. Decentralized. It operates on a distributed public ledger, typically called a blockchain, which is maintained by a network of computers rather than a central authority. This decentralization is a defining feature, aiming to provide immunity from government interference or manipulation. Peer-to-peer. Transactions occur directly between users without the need for intermediaries like banks. The most well-known cryptocurrency is Bitcoin, BTC, launched in 2009. Since then, thousands of other cryptocurrencies, often called altcoins, have emerged, including Ethereum, ETH, Tether, USDT, and XRP. How does cryptocurrency work? The fundamental technology underpinning most cryptocurrencies is the blockchain. Blockchain, the distributed public ledger. Imagine a continuously growing list of records, called blocks, which are linked together using cryptography. Each block contains a timestamp and a link to the previous block, forming a chain. This ledger is distributed, meaning it's replicated and maintained across a vast network of computers, nodes, worldwide. Every participant in the network has a copy of the entire blockchain. This distributed nature ensures transparency and immutability. Once a transaction is recorded on the blockchain, it's nearly impossible to alter or remove it. Transactions. When you want to send cryptocurrency to someone, you initiate a transaction. This message contains details like the sender's address, the recipient's address, and the amount of cryptocurrency being transferred. This transaction is then broadcast to the entire cryptocurrency network. Verification, or mining, or staking. For a transaction to be valid and added to the blockchain, it must be verified. This process differs depending on the cryptocurrency's consensus mechanism. For example, proof of work for Bitcoin or proof of stake for Ethereum 2.0. Mining, proof of work. In systems like Bitcoin, miners use powerful computers to solve complex mathematical problems. The first miner to solve the problem gets to add the next block of verified transactions to the blockchain and is rewarded with newly created cryptocurrency and often transaction fees. This process requires significant computational power and energy. Staking, proof of stake. In newer systems, validators who stake or lock up a certain amount of cryptocurrency as collateral are chosen to verify transactions and create new blocks. This method is generally more energy efficient. Once a block is verified by a sufficient number of network participants, it's added to the blockchain. Cryptocurrency wallets. Cryptocurrencies are not stored in a physical location. Instead, you own a key that allows you to access and manage your cryptocurrency on the blockchain. A cryptocurrency wallet is a software application or a physical device that stores your public and private cryptographic keys. The public key is like your account number, which you can share to receive funds. The private key is like your password. It's essential for authorizing transactions and proving ownership of your cryptocurrency. Losing your private key means losing access to your funds. Decentralized control. Because the blockchain is maintained by a distributed network, there's no single point of failure or central authority that can control or manipulate the currency. The rules governing the cryptocurrency, examples how many units can be created, transaction fees, are embedded in its protocol and enforced by the network participants. Key characteristics and advantages. Security. Cryptography and the decentralized nature of blockchain make transactions highly secure and resistant to fraud. Transparency. All transactions are recorded on a public ledger, making them transparent and traceable, though user identities are typically pseudonymous. Lower fees. Transactions can often be cheaper than traditional banking services, especially for international transfers, as there are no intermediaries. Faster transactions. Depending on the cryptocurrency, transactions can be processed much faster than conventional bank transfers. Accessibility. Anyone with internet access can participate in the cryptocurrency network. Risks and considerations. Volatility. Cryptocurrency prices can fluctuate wildly, making them a high-risk investment. Regulatory uncertainty. The regulatory landscape for cryptocurrencies is still evolving in many parts of the world. Security of wallets. While the blockchain itself is secure, individual wallets can be vulnerable to hacking or user error, for example, losing your private keys. Environmental impact. Proof-of-work mining consumes a significant amount of energy. In essence, cryptocurrency represents a paradigm shift in how value can be transferred and stored, leveraging advanced cryptographic techniques and decentralized networks to offer an alternative to traditional financial systems.